Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I want to teach you something that every young person should know, and is how to replace a tire. Have you ever been stuck somewhere and you get a flat tire? Then you have to call your dad, or maybe call it tow truck that it costs you money. Well, this video will teach you how to do this. Alright, let's begin. When clean all this, so if you look over here on the back, now, all right, can you see this over here? We're going to need this, and this is your butt tire. This is the spare tire. You take this out and you screw it. Since this is just a demonstration, I'm going to keep it in there. But you take this out, and then you take the tire out. Okay? Now, this is the jack. Okay? And the jack normally is pressed somehow into the bracket. So you have to unhook it first and take it out. Okay? This is what you need. So you take this out. The other question that I normally have is, where do I put the jacket? Well, manufacturer actually give you a specifically place where, specifically and safe place, where do you put the jacket? I will show you. If you go right here, you see those lines right here? Well, not line, but that little bracket that is out. I don't know if you can see it right here. That is when you put the jack in this side right there. Not put it anywhere else because you can damage the car. Just right here. Okay. And this designed by the manufacturer. Do you see this? Hold on, my glove is just giving up. Do you see this on the jack? Well, that is when this goes. All right. If you give me, because I have only two hands, give me a chance. Let me put this back in there. Okay. Okay, the jack is already in place, and the way that you raise it, this is like a screw. Okay, you move it, tiny, loosey, whatever the thing is, so it goes raise up. Now check that bracket right here. Do you see it? Now that is when the jack goes. That is the safe place to put the jack by manufacturer's recommendation. Okay, and if you see that little thing right here, that is actually a little clearance that the manufacturer give you. So you can put the jacket any place between this and that. Now, do you remember what I get from the trunk? That is the tools that you need. That is when it comes in the wrench for your tires. And this, well, not this, that is actually something to tow the car. We don't need this. Put it like this, okay? And then you got this piece, and you put it right here. And that's acting like, before you do this, all right, we have to lower it down one more time, because that is just as a showing. Before you raise that tire, okay, you have to do one more thing. Take this, let me remove this because that is professional sockets. We're not going to use this. You take this out. And you are going to take the screws loose a little bit. So you only lose those tires, not take it out, you just lose it. Okay? you just lose it a little bit. Just loose, not take it out. Okay, just loose the tire, the bolts. Now when they are a little loose, not completely loose, just a little loose, then you go ahead and start raising the tire. So when you see the tire that is out, out of the ground, see how the tire is out of the ground, then you stop. You leave it in there, and then you start taking the rest of the nuts out. Remember, this is supposed to be a little harder, not completely loose. Alright, as you're taking the last nut out, you will see that the tire is a little loose completely. Just be careful, okay? Because you don't want to get hurt with the tire. So you take it and you put it out. So you take this tire and that's supposed to be flat. You take this out. This is your spare. You take it out and then you put this out there. But let's assume that this is your spare. Alright, so you get the spares and you get the holes matching with the bolts right here on the tire. It's kind of sometimes difficult to do. So after you are aligning the bolts with the holes, then you start putting those nuts on it. Now that is a trick that you have to know. You can put all the nuts one after another one, in no particular order, but the trick is to tie it up. Imagine this was your spare tire. Just for the sake of the video, we're going to assume that is the spare. Always remember that, you know, being stuck with a flat tire in the middle of nowhere is not a fun thing. Okay, so you put all this back together. All right, get your wrench, and then you tie it. Okay. And the trick over here is like when you're driving in a star when you was a kid on the school, you know, like in a star. This means crossing over. You tie this, okay, and this, okay, and this, okay. You don't tie one after another. You do crossovers. All right, after you got all this, hand tie is what we're talking about most of the time. It's hand tie and crossover. All right, this is not tied yet, but it's hand tied. The thing about it is now we have to down, and the reason for that is when you put force on it. See what the tire do? It's moving. So we have to lower it to the ground to have force, to have contact. So let's go down. See? The jack is removed. Now it's important. This is a very important steps. You cannot forget this. Then you get your wrench and then you tie it. Okay? Just, you know, tie it so you know when to lose the tire. Let's say when you go all the way in that you cannot see nothing more, then you put a little bit of force on it. Okay? And then you tie it across. Then after you finish, you can pick it out your jacket. You don't want to leave it all around there. And that is how it is. Simple, safe. Okay, driver, let me point something before I forget. Every car is different. For example, in SUVs and long trucks, the tire is not inside the car, it's under the car. Let me show you. Hey, you want to help? You coming to help? Now, the way to take this out, right here, there is an access little panel. You open it up and you got your key and you take this out. See? That's the key as a security issue so nobody can steal your tire. Then you got the wrenches that come in with your tire, with your car, and then you stick it in there and then you start rotating. As you're rotating, the tires are coming down. So when it's in the floor, then you can take it out. To reverse this, to put the tire back in there, you do the same thing. You put the tire in there, hook it up with the hook that is inside, and then you do the opposite to raise it up. You take the tooth back, and then you put the key back in place so nobody can steal your tire. That is for SUVs and long trucks. All right, back to the other car. Like I say, this is actually something that every young person should know. The last thing that you want is be stuck with a flat tire in the middle of nowhere. So this is Rico, let's speak. Thank you for enjoying the video, and you see I'm a little bit of South Day. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye now.